What's up? It's Ben from WODprep, and we're back again, 12th year in a row, bringing you CrossFit Open strategy. In this video, I am going to teach you everything you need to know about optimizing your score on CrossFit Open Workout 26.1. We're going to be talking about pacing. We're going to talk about the specific step strategy for the box jump overs. I'm going to tell you how to maximize your wall ball efficiency and not get burnt out. And we're also going to talk about those crazy weighted step overs that we were all confused about during the announcement. We're going to talk about all of those things and more in this video to help you get a great score. Before we move on, if you haven't yet, go to wodprep.com/open. Enter your name and email and make sure you are signed up for our free strategy guides. This video you're watching is just one small piece of our 26.1 puzzle. If you want all of my best free strategies sent directly to your email inbox for 26.1 and 2 and 3, then go to wodprep.com/open and your name and email, and you will get all of my best free strategy delivered right to your email inbox. So here is the workout. It's only 12 minutes long, but pacing is still key. The number one most important thing to remember for this workout to get a good score, if you're an average human being CrossFitter like me and you, is to start slower than you think by breaking up the wall balls. I promise that first set of 20 is gonna feel fantastic, maybe the set of 30, but if you go unbroken on those, you're setting yourself up for an inevitable disaster. And when it comes to breaking up the wall balls later in this video, I'm going to tell you the exact rep scheme that I am going to use, and I suggest you should use as well. So start slower and controlled, keep your heart rate down as much as you can, break up the sets, and then once we start getting to the very end of the workout, that is when you need to put the pedal to the metal and go to a deep, dark place, because that's how you're going to maximize your score. So first, we're going to talk about your box jump over technique, the footwork you're supposed to use, and a couple really important notes. The reason I'm starting with this is because I think that this has the most technique involved. Wall balls are wall balls. I'll give you some tips for that, but the footwork on these matters a lot. And what's interesting, I'm not saying I'm smarter or better than the guys we were watching on the live view, but I think we can make it a little bit easier. So here's what I mean. A lot of times when we're doing box jump overs in competitions, the rule is that you have to face the box. But I've checked with my team, there's no rule for facing the box. So when a lot of people were doing the jump up and then they would kind of twist and spin and reface the box, you don't have to do that. Here is the exact footwork that I will try to use on this box jump over. So I jump up, I use my arms, that's a big one. I'm using my arms to give me momentum up, okay? I'm facing this direction, I kind of twist and step down, and then this trailing leg, I just tap and go right back up. Front leg goes down, tap, back up. Here's full speed. I think that's a really efficient way to do it. If you're tall enough, you might actually be able to jump laterally and be fine. But for most short kings like me, that 45-degree angle I think works really, really well. And that footwork is important because we tap and go with the trailing leg on the ground. What I don't really like is jumping up and then like having weight here and then you switch, and I don't like that. I like to just jump up, easy, smooth. This first leg goes right down to the bottom, tap, and go. That is my recommended box jump over technique. A very common mistake that athletes will make, and I suggest don't do it, you're gonna get dizzy, is always jumping up with your dominant leg. That would look like this, like, all right, I'm facing this way, I jump up, cool, all right, I jump up. And what's gonna happen is you're basically just spinning the entire time, and you're always stepping down with the same leg. So you have one leg that's way more fatigued than the other. If we stay facing the same direction the entire time, I'm facing this way, you're gonna alternate which leg you're stepping down with, which will fatigue them equally instead of fatiguing one over the other. And then here are two major don'ts. Don't do this, please. Number one, jumping down. That's a no rep, so it won't even count. So if I jump up and I'm like, yep, and you're trying to go fast at the end or something like that, if you jump down, no rep. Don't let Hiller see you. Number two, this one isn't technically a no rep, but you might as well because it's wasting a lot of energy. That's standing up on top of the box. You don't need to do it. Don't do it. Stay low. What I mean by that is athletes will jump up and they're like, whew. They stand all the way up and then they go down. And then they're up and they go down. Don't do that. Because every time you stand all the way up, you're just wasting energy. So those are the keys to the box jump overs. Okay, now we're gonna talk about the wall balls. You will be doing a lot of them and you're gonna be sick of them. When it comes to the wall balls, this is a huge trap in my opinion. Like I mentioned earlier in the pacing, if you feel good on the wall balls, you will be tempted in those earlier sets to keep going. And if you hit big sets that really fatigue your legs, they make your heart rate go up, you're gonna be breathing really heavy, it will crush you later on in the workout when you hit that round of 66 wall balls. So my biggest suggestion for wall balls is break it up from the first set, and I love descending rep schemes. So a descending rep scheme is rather than breaking up the set of 20 into 10 and 10, or the set of 30 into 10, 10, 10, I don't like that. Because if the first set of 10 feels really crappy, then it's really hard for me to convince myself to pick the wall ball back up because I know it's gonna hurt even more. So the reason I like descending sets is I always know that the next set should be a little easier because it's less reps. So a descending set for the round of 20 would be like 11 and 9 or 12 and 8. A descending set for the round of 30 would be like 11, 10, 9. By the time you get to 66, really, most of us will be nearing the end of the workout and your goal is to kind of just keep grinding through it. You could do descending reps if you're feeling like you're gonna get way beyond that set of 66, but just start grinding at the end. But in the beginning, those first 3 sets of wall balls, very important that you use descending sets and break it up early. The transitions of this workout are going to be a silent killer. Here's what I mean. When I'm done with that last wall ball, when I'm coming from the wall ball, I want to throw it, it hits, I'm already turning, I get right into my setup position where I'm ready to go into those box jump overs. Because if you are not wasting time in between each round and in between each movement, you will save a lot of time and you can keep chipping away. We've talked about from the wall ball, right into the box jump overs, or pick up the wall ball into the box step overs. When it comes from coming off the box into the wall balls, that's where, especially when I'm transitioning from the box jump overs to the wall ball, I'm gonna transition, I'm gonna turn, I'm gonna step, and I'm gonna try to take 1 big breath, maybe 2 big breaths, and just get my hands on the wall ball. If you sit there and you're like, man, how many reps do I have to do? You're just wasting so much time. But I know for myself, if I'm like, I come from the box and I go, I pick up that wall ball, guess what? I'm gonna start throwing it. And then you hit your first set. And I know if this is the round of 30, I just need to do 11. And then the next set's gonna be easier. It's gonna be 10. And then the next set's gonna be easier. It's gonna be 9. But if you try to go fast on the wall balls and you try to go really fast on the box jump overs and box step overs, but you ignore the transition, it's gonna kill your score. And one more tip for beginners, especially if you're not used to doing wall balls, maybe you're used to doing wall balls on the wall and then you have a rig like this. You need to practice and know how far your sweet spot is for throwing the wall ball. The way to keep the angles perfect every time is find your sweet spot in warm up, mark your feet, and then when you come off that box, you put your feet on the mark, you get to it. That's gonna help a lot of beginners and even advanced athletes make sure that they're not messing up the wall balls. So the very last thing, you've probably seen me mention this in other wall ball videos, is I want you to use what's called the clearing stroke. It's very easy, especially when you're fresh, to throw the wall ball, you get it up and you throw it and you keep your arms up the whole time. So my arms stay up the whole time. The problem with that is it's gonna blow up your shoulders. And you're gonna get tired and you're gonna maybe miss a catch or something because your shoulders are so blown up. Instead, throw the wall ball and let your arms relax. I call it the clearing stroke. And you'll literally feel it when your shoulders start blowing up. If you drop your arms, it like flushes the lactic acid or something from your shoulders and you'll feel better. Are you someone that sleeps like absolute during the CrossFit Open? I know I used to be, but then I found Third Z. Seriously, I've been using this stuff for like 3.5 years now, and it's the only supplement I've ever promoted, and it's because it works. It has all the ingredients you need to fall asleep faster and stay asleep throughout the night, but because it doesn't have any melatonin in it, you don't wake up with that nasty melatonin hangover like all the other sleep supplements have. I love this stuff. It also has collagen to help you repair. So you have rest and repair. If you want to help support WODprep and all this awesome free content we're bringing to you, the only way it's possible is from our sponsors during the Open, and Thirdsy is the one for 26.1. And even beyond all that, just get it. I've converted everyone at the gym that I go to, which is right over here, and everybody in my competitor class has started using this stuff. It's because it works. So go to thirdsy.com/WODprep. You can save 25%. It's the biggest sale of the year outside of Black Friday. And I promise it's gonna help you rest and recover better during the Open. Okay, we've talked about the box jump overs. We've talked about the wall balls. Now it is time to talk about the weighted box step overs. So a lot of the things that I mentioned for the jump overs will apply to this. First thing is I suggest just facing the same way every time, and the same rules apply. You do not have to face the box. So why waste the energy fully twisting around when you can very easily come up, over, and just do something like that. Like, that's fine. Always face the same direction. What I suggest for the actual footwork here depends on how tall you are, okay? So when I'm gonna be doing this, because I'm not very tall, I will always, so I'm facing this way, I'm always gonna step up with the leg that's on the inside, meaning, I don't know why I say inside, but this side. Here's what I mean. So I step up here, okay? I step up, I tap, go down. And then this trailing leg comes down. Now I'm stepping up with this leg. So it's up, tap, down. I call this the tap and twist. So I just tap that leg, that trailing leg as it comes over. I tap and go straight back down. It's really, really efficient. And this is how I recommend most people doing these weighted step overs. So again, it looks like this: up, tap, down, up with the inside leg, always tap, down. And you can see I'm just like, I step, I twist, I just tap that trailing leg, and I'm back down. If you just think about always stepping up with that inside leg, tap, down, you'll get it. It's gonna be really smooth. If you're really, really tall, you could go a different way, okay? I'm just gonna switch shoulders because I'm getting tired now. If you're really tall, which I am not, you could try this. You could stay completely lateral, step up, here, down, tap and go. So that's another version of a tap and go, but you're switching your feet on top. So it's inside leg up and far, trailing leg up, this leg down, and then it's tap and go. Hopefully that makes sense. This is another really efficient way to do it, especially if you're taller. Going laterally might be the move. It goes without saying, same rules apply to box jump overs as they do step overs. Do not be the person who steps up, stands all the way up, and then goes down. You're wasting so much energy, especially with weight. Stay low. And last, how do we hold the ball? That one's kind of up to you. It might be smart to use your dominant arm, but for me, my shoulder's like cramping. Probably have too much caffeine. But I really like what I saw a couple of the athletes do. Instead of holding it on one shoulder, I like if you can get the ball center of your back, center of your neck, and if you step up that way, okay, if I'm here, I can just kind of support it really easily. I'm twisting, tapping down, and it's like the medicine ball is being supported by my torso. If that doesn't feel good, let's say you're doing this in the middle of the set, and you're like, oh my gosh, this feels horrible. Ben from WODprep told me to do this and it feels terrible. Just switch, right? You can literally switch in the middle of the set, totally fine. Just don't drop it, just keep moving. Those are the box step over tips. Okay, now I have a job for you. In the comments below, let me know how many years have you been doing the CrossFit Open and how many years have you been watching WODprep? And I'd also love to know, because we're in this together as a community, are there other strategies that you learned from? Are there specific tips that maybe I didn't share that you're gonna use? Or if you've already done the workout, let me know your score below. And if there's anything that we did to help you get a great score, I would love to know in the comments below. Be sure to like this video, that helps more people see it, and hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, I really appreciate it. Also, if you're someone who wants to get all of my free strategy guides, not just this video, but everything for 26.1 completely free, and 26.2 and 26.3, go to WODprep.com/open, enter your name and email. I promise I won't spam you. I'm just gonna send you a bunch of really good content to maximize your open scores this year, including extra tips for 26.1. And if you're really serious about getting your best score, I invite you to go to WODprep.com/academy or scan the QR code in the screen or in the top comments, because we have a private coaching group where you can work directly with me and my best coaches to help you get your best score possible in the open and in quarterfinals. We do live strategy calls. I do live video coaching every single week where I analyze people's videos. Just this week alone, I think inside the group, we had like 5 or 6 people get their first muscle ups, bar and ring, and unlock unbroken double unders. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. So please check it out, WODprep.com/academy. We'll have the links and everything here. Or if you just want the free stuff, WODprep.com/open. And with that, I will see you on the leaderboard, and I'll be back for 26.2.